This week on the Spotlight, Robin Ventura. We'll get to that in a minute. And then we flash back to Lou Piniella. I didn't realize what a good era that was. It's kind of good. Then we flash back to Lou Aldang. He was a very tough player and a classy dude. And so was Dick Allen, a superstar with the White Sox for 3 great years. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. Welcome to the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. They do it all at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Sheffield's. They have my trivia game. The next one Wednesday, September 7th at 7:30 p.m. in Dyer. It's a great place, great food, great drink, great fun. See you at Sheffield's. Family Dentist. Lawrence Ferlin, E is the dentist. 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, and more. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to Snappers Seafood and Chicken. New to Chicagoland from Florida. Tilapia, perch, catfish, shrimp, conch from the Miami Connection, crab, Philly steak, grilled food, and much more at 115th and Western. See you at Snappers. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. We're back on the Spotlight, and we're talking manager. Robin Ventura is wrapping up his 5th season at the helm of the White Sox. Came in with no experience whatsoever, but now has over 770 games under his belt of Major League managing. And during the course of this, I asked him what those 770 games have meant and what he's learned. And I'm intensely disappointed about the answer. And I suspect you will be too. I'll just take it away because I'm in virtual shock about what I just heard.
He's bad. We're still checking him out. Not real sure exactly what's going on there, so I know he's going to get some tests. He just wasn't feeling right, so we got him back, and we'll eventually figure out what's going on with him. I know his leg's not feeling right, his left leg, so we got to figure that out before he can play. He hasn't played enough to make it through a game, so there's something going on there.
Did he have an MRI?
I don't know if he's going to get one. He just got here today, so it's possible. We'll figure that out. Or Herm will figure that out, I should say.
Is it possible he's out for the year?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, he was still moving around and playing, so I wouldn't think so. But I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't know if you knew that, but I know he'll get checked out, and then we'll figure that out. But
how much? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
How much the rest of the year do you want to obviously try to win every game you can, and then toss that between player development?
Well, you're going to have some guys that are going to play, but you're going out there to win games, and I think even the guys that we have now, that when you're getting guys back from being injured, You're going to still have a Avila that comes back, but you also want to see Omar catch, and I think that's going to be a little bit of a toss-up because you want to see as much of him as you can. Sally's been playing well at second base. How much is when he gets back is he going to get in there if Brett's not in there? So there is a little bit of a toss-up with a few guys to see them play. And Avi, getting him back today is the same thing.
You have to find out if he can play the position every day to your satisfaction.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see him get out there and get better. I mean, offensively, I think he's come a long way from where he was early in the year. He's got some power numbers that you're starting to see it trend in a good direction for him. Defensively, he's had some work to do, and I think he can get to the point where he can be a outfielder that you want to have out in the outfield and can have some offense that's with it.
When he came into the league, he had a different body type at the time. He seemed like his outfield play was a little crisper at the time.
Well, I mean, he was a little bit younger and probably leaner. Mm-hmm. That's something to work on. I mean, I think not everybody's able to, look slim at times, and I think for him, he's just a big kid. I mean, it's not as though he's overweight. It's just he's a big kid. He's still growing. He's pretty young, so it's just something you have to watch and keep the weight that's good playing weight so that he can run in the outfield.
Robin, you got over 700 games managed. You got almost 5 full years in. What are the big lessons you've learned in managing? What do you think your strength is in the position?
Well, I mean, I understand what these guys are going through. I think the biggest thing is you understand when a guy struggles. I've been there. I've been in his shoes. When a guy's done well, I've also been in those shoes. So I think you understand where they're at, when they need to get picked up, when they need to, there's a kick in the pants or a pat on the back or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, you understand those times when you need to do that. I think that's something that I understand.
That's the problem, Robin, because when you first came on the job, you knew what it was like to be a player. You knew all the stuff you just mentioned. And my question was, and you know what my question was, that after 5 seasons and well over 700 games managed, what have you learned? And you apparently learned nothing, because you didn't say anything about what you learned. You said that you knew about what it was like to be a player. Well, everybody who manages knows what it's like to be a player. Maybe not a great major leaguer, but come on.
Will Fulmer be back in the rotation when he comes back up? Or
that's a possibility. I mean, we have, even with Gonzo heading out at some point to make it back. I don't know exactly the date to pinpoint for that, but I think he's also earned the right to be in the rotation and get a shot at that one as well.
You've had a lot of quality starts that have ended up in losses. And I was wondering if in these last few weeks that maybe you experiment a little bit more with your bullpen positions to see if you can get more wins out of your quality starts.
Well, we're trying that all the time. It's not that we're just going to start making that up as we go. I think, we're always trying to find a way to get through that game and, find a guy that's going to be able to do it. The 8th and 9th is pretty much figured out at this point with Jones and Robertson, but the other ones, it changes. It changes daily with how guys are throwing, how much they've thrown. We've moved a couple guys that are starters into relievers, so you're also trying to find out about that.
Thank you, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play yesterday?
I did.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furland EDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. So we've flashed back to 2008. Lou Piniella at the helm of the Cubs. He always had his team in contention. Let's get a feel for what he's talking about.
Is more than capable of playing well against you and winning baseball games. So we're at home. We just need to continue to play good, solid baseball at home, and our job, hopefully, is to win series. That's what we're going to try to do.
Lou, you're on pace to win about 100 games. Could you contrast this team with the 100-game winning Seattle teams you had?
No, I don't want to do that. We haven't won 100 games yet. We still need quite a few to get to that number. I don't like to look that far ahead. We're looking forward to playing Cincinnati these 3 games, and then when the Nationals come in, we're looking forward to playing the Nationals. That's the only way you can look at this thing.
Lou, managers always have something to deal with, obviously, on a day-to-day basis, but right now it seems like the team hitting, pitching, defense, and demeanor is all going pretty even keel.
Well, we played good on this road trip. We went to Atlanta and won 3 in a row. Went to South Florida and played good baseball. We lost a Saturday game. We left a lot of people stranded. But the other games, we swung the bats well. We pitched well in every game that we played, and we played really good defense. So, you know, we had a nice day off yesterday, and we got to get back into the swing today. So, got a nice, tough young pitcher to face today in Cueto, and we'll go from there.
How much confidence do you have when you hand the ball off to guys like Marmol and Samardzija, who are just really having good seasons?
They're throwing the ball well. Marmol's back on his game. Samardzija's come up here and really helped our bullpen. I actually have confidence in everybody that comes out of that bullpen. I think the secret is to get some innings from our starters and just rotate our bullpen around so that we can keep them all sharp and fresh at the same time.
The ability to come from behind, has that been a theme on the other good teams that you've managed? It seems to be a part of this team.
Well, good teams find a way to win. And coming from behind is finding ways to win. I think the secret is that our pitching staff allows us to do that. You know, we don't give up a lot of runs too many times. Like the game in Case on Sunday, it was only a 2-0 game going into the 7th. Miami was ahead, or the Marlins were ahead by 6 or 7 runs. Obviously, it's a much tougher task. So the facility of coming from behind is twofold. One, there's no quit on the team, but at the same time, your pitching's keeping the game in check, giving you a chance.
Lou, your official stat sheet says that you're in games decided by 1 or 2 runs, you're 28-31. That you have the best record in your league. Why are you having trouble in close games?
We've lost quite a few games 2-1 and 3-2. It's hard to win games when you score 1 or 2 runs. It's not the easiest thing in the world. 5 runs is a nice number of runs to put up on the board, and now those are the games that you can win with consistency. But you know, you score 1 or 2 runs, And I bet you if you look at our record in those games that you're alluding to, you'll see that we've scored probably one or two, quite a few of those times. And it's not easy to win 1 or 2 run ball games.
How pleased have you been with the offensive balance on this team? I know in Seattle you had superstars like Griffey and A-Rod and pitching Randy Johnson, but this has been fairly balanced. You can't really pick one guy who shoulders the load. So
well, we try to put combination of lineups together that we get contribution from 1 through 8 or 1 through 9. And yeah, you got Soriano in the leadoff spot, and you want some strength at the tail end of your lineup so that he'll get some RBI chances out of the 1 hole. But we've been reliant on that all year. Yeah, we look to our 3 and 4 hitters more than anything else, but at the same time, for us to function as a team offensively, we need to hit 1 through 8, and that's why you see us tinker around with the lineups a little bit, the combination of lineups with the same type players.
With 38 games left in the season, what do you want to see out of your team that maybe you haven't seen up to this point?
Just keep playing. There's nothing that we need to see. We just need to keep playing hard and stay focused, not take anything for granted, and take every opponent seriously. And that's our job.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous Grade of Cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Bidkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Matt Anthony's Sports Bar and Grill, 3350 West 47th Street. They're serving La Coco's pizza and sandwiches, full bar, great staff, and my trivia game every other Friday. It's a fun place, big parking lot. They got it all going on. Matt Anthony's on 47th. See you there. We're back on the spotlight, and it's time to talk Bulls. Certainly this team has been mired in some controversy in recent weeks with some inter-player battles, player-coach battles, and not winning the way the team was expected to win. And this is all in the aftermath of the coaching change. So on this trip, we wanted to find out a little bit more about substitution patterns, what's on players' mind, and in this particular instance, Luol Deng will be our subject, and he's a guy who kind of bridges the gap between the young player and the veteran. A very thoughtful guy, a very serious guy, who maybe takes too much to heart, but he's the guy we're talking to right now, so he's facing all the tough questions.
Yeah, I think it's just a mentality. You know, I think we gotta play together in the defensive end. Helping out each other. I think right now at times we're doing a good job of that, but not consistent enough. I think last night Golden State's a tough team. Because they spread the floor and try to see the mismatch, but. We really gotta, because we're scoring at the other end. We can't allow a team like that or teams in general to score that many points.
Could you even imagine the home struggles you would have had this year at this point? If someone had told you would have had more home losses now than you had all last season?
I mean, no. You could never predict what's going to happen. You just you go to the season and you try to have your best season, and individually and as a team. But so many things come into factor, but. You always just try to, find a way and grind it out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lou, there's a concept that maybe it's more of a football mentality, but protecting the home floor, protecting the home turf. Do you remember at any other level of basketball, coaches pushing that angle and helping create I don't know about a mystique, but an attitude that you just refuse to lose at home?
I mean, it's just that's where any sports, you always have an advantage playing at home in front of your fans. You just got to take care of that. At times you might become a better road team than a home team, but most of the time I think you have an advantage of being home just because you're home.
In terms of closing out games, sometimes the microscope this season is on the last 2 minutes of Bulls games. Describe the last 2 minutes to you. And if there's a missing link in some of the games where you let leads go.
I don't know how to describe that. I don't know what to say. I mean, you just got to win games. Whether it's defensively or scoring, however you got to win them, you got to figure out a way to get it.
From a personal standpoint, in your own approach to the last 2 minutes, do you feel more confident on the defensive end, or do you feel more confident on the offensive end?
I mean, it's always got to be defensively. It depends on the score. But I think most of the time, if it's a close game or if we're up, I think you got to focus more defensively. I think offensively, you're going to try to create for yourself and for your teammates. But defensively, you got to, be focused in and locked in.
One theory has been that sometimes Ben is too much the focal point in the final minutes from the offensive end. Would you welcome taking more shots near the end of the game, if not the shot, to take the pressure off?
I think maybe that's a question for the coaches. I don't think you'll ever ask a player that question and they'll say no. I think every player wants the ball at the end. Every player wants to, help their team win.
When it's drawn up, when they draw up a final play, you got to be a top two option, right?
No, whatever they draw up, you got to go with. Whatever the coaches say, it's a team. It's not about individual. If anything, you discuss it later, but at the time, whatever is drawn up, that's what you got to go out there and execute.
When you play a team like the Pistons, do you feel kind of a rise in emotion or feeling because this is a team that has been a somewhat bitter rival for you?
They're a very good team. We know that, for us to beat the Pistons, we got to, be at our best. We got to bring our best out there and, knowing that they're a very experienced, veteran team.
One last question for me. In the new era, in the Boylen era, if you can call it that, do you feel, or did you think maybe, that more younger players would see more action, that there'd be maybe more balance of some of the new guys getting more playing time?
No, I think right now it's about winning games. I think however the coach feels like whoever's supposed to be out there to win games, that's, what we're going to do. Whatever rotation, that's what we got to go with. It's really about winning games right now.
You've got to get to Jack's. 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing. Trivia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. A very intense competitive game. Any of half a dozen teams can win. My game show at Oliver's gets better and better. At 6100 West 159th Street in Oak Forest. Live trivia alternate Thursdays at 7 p.m. Have great food, great drink, and great trivia at Oliver's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. You've got to get to Del Sur Mexican restaurant, open for lunch and dinner daily. Shrimp, tilapia, salmon, steak, chicken dishes, you name it. It's all there at 46th and Halsted. Great stuff at Del Sur Mexican restaurant. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. We close out the show with a clip from 1972 American League MVP, former White Sox great, Dick Allen.
In the clubhouse, Pat Kelly, during that change, there was a chain boy, the big afros and the long sideburns. Pat Kelly wanted an afro way out to, but he couldn't. His was about like so. And all Melton would have to do, he'd stand in front of his locker and he'd look over it. When he'd catch PK's attention, Melton had the beautiful locks. He would go, and Pat Kelly would go, he'd go off, all right, you Melton, you and my fro. It was kind of funny. So when he would lighten up, then he'd get Muser started at Pat Kelly. Chuck, get that calmed down laughter, and the lockers are like, so that was myself, Pat Kelly, Carlos May. Hey, Mose, let me use your fro comb. Oh, well, you're going to start that same thing too as PK. See, and I kept things in that clubhouse where it was fun, and we had that same fun on that field. So Mel was a big piece of the glue around there, but shame we lost him. What was it, a sciatic nerve? Sciatic nerve. But golly, we had our chance. We had our chance right there. He could swing the bat for us, and pretty good third baseman. Did break my leg, but he pretty good third baseman. But here, I'm rambling again, guys.
See you next week. Don't forget the Irish Legend. Great food, great drink, outdoor patio, great staff. Open at 11 a.m. daily. 8933 South Archer, Willow Springs. Last time, I think I had the little corned beef bites. They were fantastic. You really got to get to the Irish Legend. It's set in the forest. It's beautiful. This week's show is brought to you by the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Shop at 108th and Kedzie. Get all your car work done there, like me. The Lansing Floral Shop is the place to go for all your floral needs. Call 708-474-1212.
Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 100.
Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.